Hi, I'm Peter Johnson, your insurance broker, and welcome to How to Insurance, helping you understand insurance, building confidence for your future. Okay, so today we're talking about how to apply for life insurance and what's the easiest way to get quotes and then apply for it. Now, I already assume that you know that life insurance is important. I mean, it's one of the best ways to be able to provide for your family financially after you've passed on. Pay off debts, cover funeral expenses. I mean, you want to make sure that you set up your loved ones for success in the event that you would pass away. And life insurance is really the most important policy that you can have because of that. So today we're going to walk through the 3 simple steps of how you can quote life insurance and then set up an application. And you can do this all from the comfort of your own home. Just do it online, grab your computer, click on the link that's included in this video and blog post, and make sure that once you start the process that you reach out to myself or another trusted broker to ask for some help, because there might be some questions that you would have about what type of policy, term life, a permanent life, an IUL, do you want a long-term care rider, chronic illness endorsement? There's lots of different things that you might want to consider. And the goal with this is that you choose the right life insurance policy and then you just let it ride and never have to think about it again. So let's make sure that we get it right the first time. So follow along on this video. I'm going to show you on my computer screen exactly how to click on the link, how to apply, and how to look at all the different options. And then click on the other link in order to schedule an appointment with me. We'll do a video or a phone call and just make sure that we're looking at the right policy for you. Then after you've applied, it takes about 4 to 6 weeks. It's not quick once you apply because they have to do some medical underwriting, maybe a medical exam, or at least get through all the paperwork digitally to make sure that you get the right rate and the right plan that you want. So start today, click on that link, and then schedule an appointment with me. Now on this video, I'm going to show you just an easy, quick way to quote life insurance policies and to apply for the life insurance policy. Now you can do this all at your computer, so you can just follow along on my screen and I will show you what to do. Now, first you got to click on the link. So wherever the link is, if you found it in social media, in an email from me, or online, just click on that link and it's going to pull up this easy quote and apply. Now, I'm just going to show you exactly what I'm doing on here, and I'm going to use me as an example. All right, so you get to learn a little about me and see what it would cost for me to get life insurance. All right, so you go through the simple questions here. Now, as far as rating how healthy you are, we all want to say, hey, we're the best health of our life, and most people are about average. So do know that your actual health is going to be one of the biggest factors determining the rate of your life insurance. So you might want to be a little more honest with yourself and say, hey, even though I feel super healthy, maybe I'm not quite as healthy as I think. Given that you just don't want to give yourself false hope for what the life insurance policy is going to actually cost. So now I feel like I'm really healthy, but just for the sake of this, I'm going to pick in the middle. And you can pick if there's any tobacco use. You have to put in your height and your weight. All right, so I'm going to do this. All right, here. Okay, then your date of birth. So pick what your date of birth is. And then you move forward. Now your age is a big part of this too. So that's why you want to get insurance policies for life insurance soon, now rather than later. All right, and I'm going to say, no thanks, I know what I'm doing, but you might want to hit the yes please, and it'll help you walk you through. But I'm going to walk you through the process on here since we're on this video together. All right, so it starts out with the default kind of generic death benefit of $1 million. Now, you might want to think about how much money do I actually want to leave to family? What do I really need? There's a few different ways to think about it. First of all, if you are a primary source of their income, then you want to be able to leave them enough money that they could invest it and live off the investment returns as income. And so, I mean, just for example, let's say if you made $100,000 a year, and um, you would need to get about $1 million of life insurance so that they could invest that money. And if they get a 10% return in the market each year, they'd still have that $100,000. So that's just a generic way to look at it. But for some of us, we might be okay with a lower amount. And just for the sake of this video, I'm just going to lower it to $500,000. But be aware, depending on your income, of course, you can go much, much higher. Now, the first type of insurance policy to look for is term. Term life is going to be the lowest cost, and the reason being is because it is set in stone for a certain period of time, years, and the rate is never going to change on you. But when that term is over, say after 20 years, well, the insurance policy is done. Now, hopefully you're still alive after 20 years, and you won't feel like you wasted too much money, because ultimately during that time, if something unexpected happens, well, you're going to be glad you had it, and it's well worth the return. So you can pick, what sort of term you'd want, 20 years, 30 years. You can do a little bit of math. I'd love to do math with you as well and just see how much that would cost. Now, to be honest, doing the highest number of years possible that you can afford in your budget is always going to be better. Because even though the price seems like, oh boy, that's a whole lot more, believe me, life insurance gets incredibly expensive in your older age. So if I'm 41 years old, and so this would be the price for a 20-year right now, that'd get me through 61. But hey, if I could afford, a little bit more, maybe around $100 a month, that would get me through 71, maybe 75, and that would be a lot better for my family. Also think about the ages of your kids, if you have them, and how long you'd have to be helping provide for them. Now, another thing to look at is more of they call it a permanent or a lifetime product. Whole life insurance is something. Now, you'll see these rates, and these ones are a lot more expensive each month. However, there's huge benefit. First of all, you don't see any expiration dates on these because they don't have them. There's no expiration date. This one goes as long as you keep paying your monthly premium. It is going to continue until you pass away, whether that's 90 years old or 100 years old. So you might want to pick one of these for that reason. Another reason is with these permanent life policies, you can choose to have a long-term care rider to help pay for maybe home care aides. If you are chronically ill, if you're disabled, you can start drawing from that death benefit right away while you're still alive. And the additional benefit is with these, they will have a return on your premiums. You pay money into it like an investment, and then that money will get invested in a no-lose situation. So you're not going to lose any money, but you're only going to gain money. As the stock market increases, you gain money, and then that money is yours to be able to take out as a loan to pay for anything you want, and it has an actual cash value in it. Now, once you pick the policy you want, and just for this video, I'm picking this one, a protection IUL policy. It would probably be about $300 a month for me. However, I would consider that as an investment, just the way that I might save and put money in a retirement fund or save and put money in the stock market. So I would save and put money in this to be able to provide for my family later on. And you can see that you can add on like a chronic illness or a long-term care endorsement and have that. And then you can instantly start using that money in case you get sick or disabled later on. And just added on like $25 a month. Now, I will go back to term life because probably a lot of you are looking at term life as well. And let's say, hey, I want term life and I'd like to do, for 20 years. Let's get it at least through until, in my situation, until I'm 61. The kids are going to be out of the house. I'll maybe have more income at that point anyway. And so I want to go with this. Now, you have these options to do some plans that have no physical exam or the others that do have a medical exam. Now, I'll tell you, all of these are going to require medical underwriting. So they're all going to have you answer questions about medical history and ask for documents from your doctor to prove that, basically. If you've had physical exams in the past year, lab work, you're good. You can pick one of these no physical exam. However, if you're okay with, hey, I'll have a nurse come to my house, my place of business, do a quick exam, take my blood pressure, draw a little blood, no problem, then you can pick one of the other ones. But automatically on this link, it will show you all the different options, and it brings up the lowest cost one here. All these companies are going to be top rated companies that have sound financial backing. So you don't have to worry about that, though you can always look them up on the internet if you want more information. But once you pick your plan and your level, then you just hit continue. And this is where the application starts. Put in your information. This process will take maybe 15 up to 30 minutes, depending on if you have all your information readily available. You can put in what your beneficiaries, who they are, how you want money distributed, type in your medical information, and then from there, you hit submit. Then it will come to me, and the insurance carrier and I will work out the details. I'll give you weekly updates until the process is complete and you can finally issue your policy. All right, well, that's how to get started on enrolling in health or in life insurance. Now, I hope that you start this sooner rather than later. But most importantly, schedule an appointment, because there's a lot to walk through. Even though you have the simple tools on how to get started, still it'd be helpful to have a consultation so we can talk about your specific situation and go over making sure that we have the right life insurance policy for you. All right. Well, thank you for watching this video, How to Insurance. Hopefully I've made this clear. And now the next step is to click on that link, start your quoting, and then schedule a phone appointment with me. All right. Thank you very much.